I thank Honorable Chairperson for giving me this opportunity to participate in the discussion on demand for grants, which are under control of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. I am Dr. Sanjeev Kumar from Andhra Pradesh, and I rise to represent YSRCP. Aragyame Mahabhagyam. It means health is wealth. Deshamante matti kadoi, deshamante manshulai. Country does not mean soil, country means people. COVID crisis proved once again that age-old proverbs are correct. Health of people is the foundation upon which happiness and power of the state depends. COVID crisis sensitized the global community to revisit and redefine development and growth of a nation. Sir, history taught us many times about the importance of good healthcare system. Lord Buddha attained parinirvana due to gastrointestinal infection. Mathematician Ramanujan succumbed to tuberculosis at the age of 32. Swami Vivekananda succumbed to cardiopulmonary disease at the age of 39. Thus, India has lost many legends due to health issues. Sir, we have lost 1.6 lakh of people and more than 500 health personnel due to COVID crisis. Sir, the public health system and preventive healthcare system in India is at disarray even after 7 decades of independence. Healthcare measures taken by Government of India during COVID crisis are laudable despite several lacunae. Sir, digital initiatives like Arogya Setu, iGot, eSanjeevani, webinars from centers of excellence like AIMS were very helpful in management of the COVID crisis. Sir, timely supply of medical disposables and laboratory equipment were very helpful. Sir, the fatality rate was very low when compared to many of the so-called developed nations. Many factors played a key role like good governance, innate immunity of the people, and probably India is the spiritual capital of the world. Sir, since ages, India has taught culture to the world. Now we are teaching and helping the world with our medicines and vaccines. India is really a Vishwaguru. Sir, origin of Dharma dates back to Shanti Parva of Mahabharata. Government of India followed Raja Dharma, and it is because of great visionary leader and a true Indian who is at the helm of the affairs. So my pranam to Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji. We have a word of caution from our scientists and economists, sir. It is called saliency bias. COVID situation, such crisis occurs once in 100 years. So let us not give much importance to COVID, sir. Now government is proposing to spend 35,000 crore rupees for COVID vaccination. Sir, this is the waste of money in my view as a doctor, because this COVID vaccine helps us only for 6 to 9 months. After that, this 35,000 crore rupees is evaporated. So I suggest the government to divert this 35,000 crore rupees to primary health care, which is very essential for India. Because 60% seropositivity is considered as immunity, and many cities like Hyderabad have already recorded 54% of seropositivity. So universal vaccination is neither possible nor warranted. Hence, I request government not to spend much on COVID vaccination. So the health initiatives taken by Government of Andhra Pradesh under the able leadership of Sri Y. Jagan Mohan Reddy received world acclaim. Sir, Mr. Rodrigo Frin of WHO lauded the measures taken by Government of AP during COVID crisis. Digital initiatives like chatbot app, Arogya Andhra apps were very crucial. The unique voluntary system was a game changer in the management of COVID crisis in Andhra Pradesh. Sir, it was possible to update the health records of 5 crore people in just 3 days. I think it was not replicated in any part of the world. Sir, medical infrastructure was improved and thousands of medical personnel were appointed. Every COVID patient was paid 500 rupees during admission. Thousands of neighboring state people were treated at AP hospitals, which stands testimony to the governance of our beloved leader, Sri Y.S. Jagan, sir. Sir, one more landmark scheme, that is Dr. YSR Arogyasri. It treats lakhs of people every year. Almost every disease is covered in Arogyasri. Through Arogyas Asra, every patient who is discharged from the hospital gets 5,000 rupees, which is not there in any of the schemes in India. Sir, Arogyasri became a trendsetter in India, which is exemplified by similar schemes being launched by many state governments. Even Ayushman Bharat, launched by Government of India, is one such scheme, thanks to Dr. YSR legacy. Sir, to Nadu Nedu program of Government of Andhra Pradesh, upgradation of thousands of healthcare facilities is being done. 11,000 Dr. YSR village health clinics are being opened shortly. This will again be a trendsetter in India. Sir, 10,000 healthcare professionals are being recruited by government of Andhra Pradesh. Sir, presently we have 11 government medical colleges and we propose to start 16 new government medical colleges in Andhra Pradesh. Government India has obliged to fund 3 colleges and I request the government of India to sponsor funds to all of the 16 proposed new medical colleges. Sir, I put forward a list of 15 items for kind consideration of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare with regards to grants. So in the past 6 financial years, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has spent more than 100% of the allocated funds, which was not seen in the past 70 years, thanks to the Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, sir. In 2014, fund allocation for health sector was 0.9% of GDP, and it was 1.1% in 2020. As emphasized in National Health Policy of 2017, our target is 2.5% of GDP by 2025. It would have been better had the government of India allocated more funds to health sector in the present budget. Sir, India ranks 194th of 191 in GDP percent spent on healthcare as per WHO. Sir, we spent roughly 6,000 rupees per person, but whereas countries like Sri Lanka and Thailand spend 3 times more than this amount. Sir, we need to compensate the families of health workers who sacrificed their lives in COVID war. Sir, ringing bells, showering flowers from jet planes, candlelight praising are all welcome. It inspired the people, but it is the minimum dharma of Government of India to compensate the bereaved families, sir. Sir, high-level group of health sector and 15 Finance Commission has stressed the need to focus on primary health care in India. This will ease out workload over secondary and tertiary care centers, sir. More funds need to be allocated to primary health care, sir. Atmanirbhar Swasth Bharat Yojana, wherein 64,000 crore rupees are proposed to be spent in the next 16 years, is highly commendable, sir. As emphasized in Ayushman Bharat Health Wellness Centers scheme, 1.5 lakh centers are to be established by 2022. That is in the next 1 year. But the ground reality is completely different, sir. To realize this dream, we need to speed up the process, sir. India has less than 1 hospital bed for 1,000 population, whereas the global average is 2.9. To achieve this target by 2025, we need to open 5,200 bedded hospitals in India. This has to be taken care by the ministry. Sir, the aggregate density of health workers per 10,000 population in India is 20.6, whereas WHO recommendation is 44.5 per 10,000. Sir, we need to start new colleges. The mandatory infrastructure norms should be eased out in order to encourage private as well as the government colleges. Sir, 70% of our population is in rural areas, whereas only 30% of qualified doctors go to rural areas to serve these people. This anomaly needs to be corrected by way of encouraging rural medical establishments, sir. Various incentives like income tax discounts, property tax discounts, electricity bill discounts, and equipment subsidies should be given for rural medical establishments, sir. The majority of the rural population is at the mercy of unqualified doctors. Sir, it is wondering if you note that 1 out of 5 rural doctors are not qualified. This needs urgent attention, sir. Let us incentivize qualified rural doctors. I would like to bring to the quiet notice of this August House about a man-made catastrophe called mixopathy. Sir, we have heard about allopathy, homeopathy, naturopathy, but what is this mixopathy? Sir, mixopathy is a new word coined by lakhs of allopathy doctors of India. It indicates mixture of allopathy and Ayurveda. Sir, we respect Ayurveda because it comes from ages of the Vedic period, but there are some lacunae. Sir, we know that COVID crisis is an act of God, but mixopathy is a man-made catastrophe. I request Government of India to prevent this man-made catastrophe in the making, sir. On 29/9/20, Niti Aayog has constituted a committee to suggest an evolution of integrated healthcare system. Sir, within 2 months, Central Council for Indian Medicine has issued a gazette notification wherein Indian Medicine Central Council regulations were amended. Sir, within 2 months of this formation of the committee, the IMCC regulations amendment is inappropriate and dangerous to the society. So on the other hand, evidence-based allopathic science has developed over a period of centuries, not over a period of 2-3 years. Sir, as per the notification, Ayurvedic surgeons can suffix their names with MS General Surgery, This will deliberately confuse the ill-informed, poor rural patients, sir. Any Ayurvedic surgeon, after 3 years of PG course, can perform 60 types of surgeries. These 60 surgeries are in the domain of various specialties and super specialties of allopathic system, sir. Ayurvedic surgeons will be allowed to perform procedures in ENT, ophthalmology, dental surgery, general surgery, plastic surgery, orthopedic surgery, surgical gastroenterology, urology, thoracic surgery, vascular surgery, gastroenterology, interventional medicine, sir. These allopathic specialties are evolved over a period of 100 years, sir. But these Ayurvedic surgeons are being authorized to do the surgeries within 3 years of training, sir. Sir, CCIM notification emphasizes to create Swayambhu Ayurvedic surgeons. So who should train these surgeons, sir? A trained Ayurvedic surgeon can train a new Ayurvedic surgeon. But how can a Swayambhu surgeon operate on so many 60 specialties, sir? So this self-manifestation of Ayurvedic surgeons is very, very dangerous to the society, sir. Sir, in allopathy, the same surgeries, the 60 surgeries are done by 12 different specialists. They acquire knowledge after 3 to 6 years of rigorous training in MS general surgery and MS super specialty courses. Sir, how can a budding Ayurvedic surgeon trained by inexperienced Ayurvedic surgeon operate in 12 different specialties, sir? Sir, I am afraid this man-made catastrophe in the making is very dangerous to our nation, sir. Kindly note that there is no anesthesia specialty in Ayurveda. Then these 60 super specialty courses, how can Ayurveda doctor do without anesthesia, sir? Kindly, I request the Honorable Health Minister to take point of this, sir. Sir, world over, Indian doctors have respect because of their skills and hardworking nature, sir. If the CCIM misadventure is unchecked, Indian respect will be at stake in the international scenario. Sir, integrated medical system can be achieved by making availability of doctors of various specialties of medicine under one roof, so that doctors of different specialties or different systems of medicine can cross-refer the patient, sir. Doctor of one system should not be allowed to practice medicine of other system. This is being debated since many decades. Till international consensus is reached in this respect of integrated medical system, Government of India should stop mixopathy. Sir, this ill-advised adventure of CCIM transgresses the purview of National Medical Commission, sir. Supreme Court and many high courts have pronounced time and again that medical councils should not issue notifications, circulars or guidelines beyond the purview of their respective medical systems, sir. Sir, next point of my demand for grants is, the most important one is Janaushadhi stores, sir. Sir, it is no exaggeration if I say that Janaushadhi scheme can prevent thousands of suicides in India, sir. Sir, with 7,400 outlets, Pradhan Mantri Janaushadhi Pariyojana is the biggest retail pharma chain in the world. Drugs are available at 50 to 90% cheaper rates. Total sales were 580 crore rupees in 2020. The scheme has generated lakhs of self-employment opportunities, sir. Janaushadhi scheme is such a wonderful idea through which poor Indians saved 3,500 crore rupees per year. The immediate precipitating cause of most of the suicides in India is related to health issues, sir. As a social worker, I have visited many houses of suicide families, and I noted that many of them become bankrupt mainly because of health issues, sir. So out of the pocket expenditure of healthcare is enormous in rural areas, sir. So the Janaushadhi stores can definitely reduce these problems, and India with a population of 136 crores requires Janaushadhi stores in lakhs, but not in thousands, sir. Now we have only 7,100, but we need lakhs of Janaushadhi stores in order to reduce the rates of the drugs, sir. Sir, less than 100 crores were allotted for Janaushadhi stores in the present budget. Sir, please increase the allocation to 1,000 crores. Please increase incentives and promote new stores. Please appoint a marketing officer to the state of Andhra Pradesh, sir. So many states have marketing officers, but Andhra Pradesh is lacking in that. Sir, one point of concern is privatization of 5 pharmaceutical PSUs. Sir, PSUs were originally started with the intent of creating employment, but today we are trying to undo this aim. Privatization will not only reduce the job opportunities, but also reduce reservations to the oppressed classes of the society. So if there is any hidden agenda, kindly desist, sir. There would be a social revolution, sir. Just 1 minute, sir. Sir, if Government of India wants to privatize most of the PSUs as a policy matter, please make a law to apply rule of reservation by all those private companies which use subsidies, tax breaks, cheap bank loans, and cheap land. Sir, through Pradhan Mantri Swasth Suraksha Yojana, 20 new AAMS and 71 state government hospitals were sanctioned. So aims of Mangalgiri in state of Andhra Pradesh is still under construction even after 5 to 6 years. Sir, I request the Government of India to release funds to speed up the process. Sir, the final point, health research. Standing Committee on Health Recommendation suggested 10% of health budget be earmarked for research. This is not reflected in the present budget allocation, sir. The number of research papers published by ICMR depends on this allocation. So allocation needs to be enhanced. And the COVID crisis remains of this fact, sir. Sir, through Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, I request the Government of India to help the 3 aspirational districts of Andhra Pradesh, namely Kadapa, Visakhapatnam and Vijayanagaram, on priority basis with regards to establishing tertiary care hospitals, sir. Sir, due to inappropriate state bifurcation, we don't have any reputed primary or tertiary care hospitals in Andhra Pradesh, sir. So kindly sanction more tertiary care hospitals to state of Andhra Pradesh. Sir, to conclude, I request the Government of India to increase allocations for health sector and make a healthy India. Jai Hind.
Thank you.